back to my channel. Today we are going to plan for the first week of October in my Faith and Wellness Planner. So like normal, I'm going to start by covering up these times in the schedule section because I don't use it for scheduling. I use it for, oh, that's a mess, probably because I'm trying to do this over the corals. I use this for my verse of the day, and I'm going to use a kind of a white transparency washi, so the numbers are going to shine through. So we'll white this out just to make it a little more smooth. So I'm going to use this white and black grid line washi from Live Love Posh. It came from the little black and white washi set that they have, and I'm using my washi cutter from Live Love Posh also, which today it is doing a fabulous job. I remember, I think it was last week, it wasn't cutting very well. I don't know, it probably was the washi. It just kept tearing. Ended up just like cutting it because I was like, this is annoying. But it seems to be doing a lot better today. Maybe it's because this is newer washi. Some of my washi's kind of old. You know, once tape kind of gets old, it, you know, just like stickers that get old, they kind of like, you know, lose their, they get all like, I don't know, like tougher to, I don't know, I want to say tacky, but not really tacky because that's not the word. I don't know. I hope you know what I mean. Just, it kind of sticks to the roll too much and whatnot. So here's that. So I'm going to stick this back in here. So it comes with all these different types of washi, all the black and white. So this is the black and white essentials. It comes in this cute little box too. So, and then I got the rose gold rose washi cutter, and I love it. It's so pretty and practical, which I originally didn't think I needed it. I need it. Maybe I don't need it, but you know. All right, if you watched my other video, you saw that oh, that's not gonna work how I wanted it to. I lined it up earlier to see, and it just doesn't work. I used the purple floral stickers from the Luxe Fall sticker book, and they came out so pretty, and like it's very monochromatic purple spread, and I haven't done monochromatic spreads in a while, and I also haven't done, like, I'm not really a big purple person. It's not normally my color, but it came out so pretty. It was just beautiful. I also have not done my October. I'm having like a marathon planning session today, so I've done this is September 21st, by the way. I did my catch-all monthly, my memory monthly. Those are in one video. I did the 2 currently pages for those planners. In another video, did my budget. I just recorded the catch-all version of this week. Now I'm doing this week. And I need to come and do my October monthly setup and currently in this planner. And then I have ideas for the week of Halloween. So I want to do that. And then I have a sticker set I want to use for, I think, this week. So then there's at least 2 other weeks. And I've got my principal planner. Like, lots of things. October is going to be kind of busy. So even though it's a lot of videos in like one day, I'm just having like the ultimate planner session. So, and I just redid my nails last weekend, so they look good. So I was like, you know what, I should do my planner videos now when my nails look good. So since all you see are really my hands. But anyway. Also, this way I can just kind of be off my checklist kind of thing. Not that this is really like, I enjoy doing all this. It's just, I like having it done, especially because I know I'm gonna have to prep for November and like at least the first 2 weeks, definitely the first week of November and all the monthlies before November happens, because I'm gonna be away from all my planner stuff. So I want to kind of make sure I get October done so that I have time in the next couple weeks, because the end of this, like the last week of this month, beginning of November, it's gonna be very busy. I'm gonna be out of my house for a little bit, so I figured I would just get it all worked on and under control now before all the craziness sets in, and I'm having a relatively calm weekend. I went to the grocery store this morning, and I have a rule that if I have to go on, I like to go Tuesdays and Wednesdays because that's when the fewest amount of people are at the grocery store. I've like tracked my grocery store and the hours. I have a whole thing. Like I'm sorry, but I just don't like going to the grocery store with like 10,000 people. It just drives me crazy. And then it's like, I have my routine. I like to do my things, and you're not like weaving in and out of people. It's too much sometimes. So I have been so busy with work. I'm working, like I am physically at work for 12 hours a day, every day. And then I come home and I still have work and meetings and stuff. So by the time I get ready to go home, it's a day where like I've either had to come straight home because I've had to jump on like a Zoom type meeting, or like I'm just so done with dealing with people. I don't want to go to the grocery store. And so it's just been several weeks since I've been able to go to the grocery store, and it's getting to the point where getting very creative with my food options. And I was like, Kelly, you really need to go to the store. And I had to make some returns. So anyway, to Lowe's. So I went to Lowe's, got some paint samples because I want to paint the lobby of work. And then went to the grocery store. But I try on weekends my goal is to be out of the grocery store by 11 a.m. And I kind of got to the grocery store at 11 a.m. So I broke my own rule there, and was just a wee bit busy. Not terrible. It's just busier than I'm used to. So, but it's all good. You know, I got my groceries. I'm home now, doing my planner videos, trying to not think about work or people or anything, and to relax. But so I'm having fun with all my planner. The point of this is, sorry, I'm rambling today apparently, that I'm just having fun with all my planner stuff. And all these beautiful stickers. Okay, I think this week I'm going to write in a purple pen, or at least shades of purple, and maybe a little bit in navy. And I think it'll be so pretty with like the pops of purple coming out. And I really like how this one turned out. Like this one's, again, I don't over sticker this one because I do have to write a lot in this one. So the verse of the day, and a lot of these verses are kind of long. Like it's more than just one verse. Like sometimes a lot of them are 2 verses in like in this amount of space. Even with writing small, like it fills up like the whole box sometimes. And so then down here, this is probably the most empty space because I have my gratitude there. And then this gets pretty filled up if I do good at filling it out. But the last month, because I've been so busy, I've been terrible about filling this out. But the other morning I got up and I like sat down and filled up my planner before going to work. And that seems to work out kind of nicely. So I might try, like I've been having a couple extra minutes in the morning where I'm not rushing. So if I can maybe go sit down, fill up my planner stuff, and then go to work and do all the things, might be better, because by the time I get home, I'm just brain dead. But So I think that's my goal for October, is to make sure I test out maybe some morning reflection as opposed to evening reflection and see how that goes. Normally in the mornings, my brain's a little more fresh. But anyway, so this is my Peacefully Productive planner from Hustle Sanely. I think, oh my goodness, I think this week, not this week, the week that's coming up, so the 23rd, I think is when she's releasing her new planners for 2025. So I'm so excited about that. I think that is. She didn't have an exact date, but it's been a couple of days. So, and she said there was a couple days out and they had them in stock and they'll be ready for if you're on the wait list to order them. So if you're watching this video, they normally don't sell out like this quickly. Like by the time this video goes up, it will not have been sold out, I don't think, because normally she has them for a little while. But I guess I'll go through and give you like a little recap of how this works if you haven't seen these videos before, in case you're interested. So here, I'll flip to the beginning. The 2025 planner, she's actually going to keep the same cover, same size, same everything, because she really loved how this one looked. And she normally has a stock until definitely through October, sometimes to the beginning of November. It's definite, but sometimes sells out by then. These ones are a little bit more expensive. I want to say between 55 and 65 if I'm remembering correctly. So, but there's a lot. Now mine is really chunky because this is the first year I've like completely stickered it. But so it has a lot in here. It has good quality paper, everything. So it comes with this it's like a cardboard type cover, and she did this like faux leather cover this year, and it's gorgeous. Like I don't know if it's coming through on the video or not, like anything else, but gorgeous. And it is spiral bound, and she calls it Peacefully Productive Planner by Hustle Sanely. And then at the beginning, she has like a little reflection about this. You have your welcome page where you have your name, and she always has a space for you to write your word of the year. Now, when you get this, she has there's beginning part, like these two tabs are all about goal and vision planning, and it helps you pick your word. So if you're not sure about a word, she kind of helps you with that. So then she has a little hello about like, you know, Hustle Sanely and her thing. Hustle Sanely is her brand because you have your Hustle Sanely life, like in the pages, like at the bottom, and I always have my Hustle Sanely 5. So if you're interested in her Instagram and all that, it's up here. Then kind of like she loves Gilmore Girls, which I do too, so she puts little things in there like that and talks about kind of what to expect. And then this leads into the 5 keys of hustling sanely. So these are the 5 things, and those are the things that are on the daily page at the bottom. So complete your focus 3, move for 30 minutes, tidy for 15 minutes, say or do one kind thing for yourself, and say and do one kind for someone else. And those are the keys. Like if you do these 5 things, it can help you have a peacefully productive life. And then she talks about different habits, stuff like that. Hold on, let me double check what's in here. So on this page, she has a 2023 reflection, so you can kind of rate yourself from like 1 to 5 on how you think the year went. This is the first year she kind of did it like this, and I kind of like how it is, and I decided to use washi to kind of mark where I felt like things were, and just because I didn't want to like feel like shading it all in, and this washi strip like fit perfectly. And then you have your wins from 2023, and then what challenges you experienced. So I did become an assistant principal. One of my goals from that year was redeveloping friendships, and then I wanted to make sure my Roth was set up, so I actually did all of these things. Then in 2023, some of the challenges: navigating multiple roles, because becoming assistant principal, I was also teaching full-time, so there was that. Being more confident and outgoing, because at the beginning of 2023, I was thinking about transitioning to becoming principal, and I needed to be I'm confident in myself. I'm just not confident expressing that outwardly. I'm very introverted and very quiet. And so you have to be a little bit more in front of people and outgoing and interactive. So that was something I needed to kind of put effort into making sure I did. And I used to be good at exercising. I kind of like fell off a little bit. Then on the next page, you have like some goal things. Some of this I don't want to share. So, you have a goal reflection, and then you have like, she has like, you write what your goal was. Did you make progress? Yes or no? And then you write why or why not, and it's a little chart. And then, is there anything you want to leave in 2023 does not align with my vision anymore? What did I learn about myself in 2023, and what am I looking forward to most in 2024? So you can reflect on that. And then she has a page where you talk about your mindset and getting ready for that. When I get my new planner, I'll flip through and you can see everything before I fill it out. And then replacing limited beliefs with affirming truth. So you put like a limiting belief, what it's rooted in, and then like an affirming truth is kind of like how you would do things. So like part of this I don't want to share. So like, so I'm not visible or vocal enough. Like a lot of like, I know that about myself. I've also been told I'm very quiet. And I like to be in the background, and with my new role and even my current one now, I need to be more visible. I also have to speak up. And like, this is rooted in people saying that I'm quiet and overlooking me due to that. Like it's very obvious sometimes. And it's, if you've seen Princess Diaries, where like Mia, before she gets her glow up, she kind of like, people look past her a little bit, and then like the one guy sits on her. I've never had anyone sit on me, but I have had in high school I did have someone like literally run up and jump over me. But it's just part of being quiet, I guess. And then affirming truth is like, you turn it into a positive. So I'm confident and I'm bold and I can do anything I set my mind to. And then 3 things you appreciate about yourself, you reflect on that. So organization, communication, observation, analysis, peace, reflection, and creative expression were what I thought. And then you get clear on your vision, and then you have a vision reflection where you write like kind of, wait, what's in this one? Okay, this one's good. You kind of do a vision reflection. So you take each of the 6 categories that she has, you write currently what you're doing, and then you rate yourself kind of back to like the little rating scale, and then you write down what's working well for you, and then what needs to change. Then you have a vision planning map that you kind of do, where you, hold on. Okay, so this is like the vision map where you can write down what are 3 things in each category that you kind of want to work on. And then you have your ideal day. So this is kind of like where, like what you would do in the morning, what you would do in the afternoon, and what you would do in the evening. So everything's about revolving around creating a more peacefully productive life for yourself. Then she goes into helping you goal set. So she has a Hustle Sanely Switch method, which this is just an overview of like how it works. She does have courses that take you more in depth to this and Hustle Sanely, which I haven't really done those. I just kind of like listen to what she says on YouTube and stuff like that, but not on YouTube, on Instagram. But then she does an example for how to set up your goal mapping method, which are for each week. Then then you set your goals kind of for the year. So this is like a chart for Twitch. She gives all this stuff, but you don't have to fill all that in. So like those are your goals for for the year. Most of these I've done. One of them I definitely have not done. One of them I have not, like the cleaning routine, I haven't totally done that, but I am fairly clean. I just wanted to do something so that it'd help me prepare more for when I have to rent my house out and stuff, but it's okay. And I haven't dated anyone because I'm too busy to do anything. So then you can goal schedule, like she has you broken down by quarter. I am not good about filling this out or doing it. I did a little bit more this year than I did last year, so hopefully, you know, maybe I'll make it next year. We'll be focusing on goals. And then I did not do these this year. Last year I did. She moved them all to the front of the planner, and I thought that was going to be a little bit better, but I still didn't like think about, like last time there was like one of these each month, which was good because you remembered to fill it out, but like also you didn't necessarily finish every goal in 1 month, so that's why she put them at the beginning. So you do your goal, and the other page showed you like how to fill it out. So there are 12 of those, and then you kind of do your priorities, and then she gives you some, and then you can fill out your own. Then she kind of talks about schedules and routines and gives you an example of her schedule. Then this is kind of like your reoccurring task list. So this is yearly, quarterly, monthly, weekly, and then you can write down kind of what's happening for the year that you definitely know about there. And then she gives you more tips on Hustle Sanely 5, and she gives you examples and gives you space where you can write extra. So how to do things for yourself, how to do something for somebody else. Then she gives you a little thing for the year, and then all of the holidays, and then it goes into 2024 at a glance. And these are kind of like your perpetual calendar or goal or whatever, and it's split by quarter. And then at the beginning of every quarter, you have these quarter prep pages. So you have January, or whatever the 3 months are, the goal you want to focus on, any important dates, and then checklist. This is where you can make your schedule for those quarters, which I didn't fill mine out because like as a teacher, my schedule was kind of set every day. So to me, like I'm very much a routine person without having to write it down. So I just felt like I didn't need to put that there. And so I don't fill out these pages just because it doesn't fit with, well, it didn't fit with how I did things. Now it kind of does. But, and then each month you can kind of set these up, which I normally set these up with you guys. And then these are the 2 currently pages, and then you have the prayer, kind of the day that I do, or praises, and then my prayer and praises list. And then in the weeklies, I do my verse of the day, I do my gratitude, and then I fill out the stuff at the bottom. And then the beginning of the year, I was doing well with the habit trackers. I have not been doing that, but again, I've been struggling even filling this out with kind of how busy I've gotten. And you can see like my decorating style has changed a little bit. At the beginning of the year, I wasn't sure how much space I needed for everything, so I really only decorated in this area and didn't decorate too much outside of that. And then the second week, I started realizing I could do a little bit more, so I got a little bit more creative over here, and I realized I wasn't really using that. And then so you'll see it starts spreading out a little bit more. This floral set was so pretty. So it's just, and then you kind of like, some months I'm better than others. February, I usually like to do like my prayer focus. I like to, instead of doing someone for the day, I usually like to pray for my future husband. And so it's like one thing each day that I want him to be. So, or what kind of think would be best for our lives, or that he needs in his life. So the first couple days I was praying for kind of the qualities he has, and then sometimes I didn't always write it down, but there's that. And then they kind of I went into more of, this is where I started getting a little bit more creative. I loved this week in my catch-all planner. I just saw a picture the other day and it was really pretty. Oh look, I did another purple spread back then. Oh, this spread actually was shared by Jess Massey. She shared this. I had shared this, and she said she shared it on her page and said she loved how people utilize their planner in different ways. So and then I think I'm gonna stop there. I might do another end of the year flip through, but that I need to do my Octobers. But of course there's this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and a little bit about the flip through. And if you're interested in a peacefully productive planner of your own, Jess Massey has a link on her Instagram where you can sign up, or her website too, I think, to be put on the wait list for this planner. Even though by the time you see this video, it's probably already released. So you can go to jessmassey.com and get a peacefully productive planner. She also has a quarterly planner if that interests you, and the quarterly planner is in a daily layout. So it has like the month, but then each has pages for each day of the week. So each day gets its own page, versus this is what she calls the weekly layout. But that's it, and of course you can customize it to however you want. So I hope you guys kind of enjoyed the planning video and the little tour of this planner. And in the words of Jess Massey, I hope you have the best day ever, and I'll see you next time. Bye, darlings.